Don't ignore programming. You can graduate high school with a GPA made up to keep the teacher's efforts under the radar, or the ability to create computer programs and plan for your own future. Being able to program computers allows you to study the world at much greater depth, where you can simulate whatever poses a challenge or just interests you. Simulation will put you in the scientist's or inventor's chair, helping you ask the right questions and search for the correct answers. But even more importantly, programming opens a gateway into starting a series of small startups from which you can learn to succeed. Don't ignore programming. Get serious about it. Because politicians put you in poverty on purpose or out of arrogance. And high school is about the adults who are made desperate by make-believe politicians. While small-mindedness is everywhere, political small-mindedness is especially toxic, as it truly, deeply, negatively impacts families and their futures. You can't just assume that high school, college, job, and family is the way to go, especially now with a looming threat of war where all NATO nations will have to contribute their troops. You need independence, intellectual, financial, and psychological, the latter being the end of worries caused by poverty. Extend your stay in high school as much as you can and focus on studying programming with an eye on real results. Avoid Python, Java, and TypeScript, and enter the C family of programming languages by learning JavaScript by means of Node-RED, P5.js, Svelte, Bootstrap, and then Node.js. Computer programming is a real and self-validating subject where each lesson makes perfect sense. It produces clear results and helps you strategize about what to create for your own future. Please, take your education seriously. The world is always entangled in preventable problems. This must stop, or entire generations will waste their life and effort on things that could have been entirely avoidable had the world entered a more intellectual culture. Please, make no mistake. There is no such thing as standardized education. The only kind of education that is worthy of what you represent to humankind and its future is a curiosity-driven, personalized education where you will naturally revisit each of the subjects on your own throughout your entire life. Here, you can dance around the subjects that you want to study at your own pace and in the sequence that resonates with you best. Begin your quest for knowledge with programming tutorials. Graduate high school with something real to show. And as soon as you feel up to it, walk the Appalachian, Pacific Crest, and Continental Divide trails while listening to all the narrated books that are treasured by intellectuals. All the books written by clear-thinking, non-religious great beings who want to help you grow up. And make no mistake, you must grow all the way up until you too become a great being.